Off back on the podium. It must feel good. You were kind of robbed there in Finland because you definitely had the speed for the podium there. So
yeah.
Nice to bounce back and get on the podium.
I mean, definitely. I didn't feel that great yesterday, but first moto I really had to work for it because my stall wasn't that great, and I pushed all the way through. And the last few laps I started to get a good rhythm, and still managed to get a fourth, which was good. Second moto I pulled a whole shot, and I think my fifth whole shot of the season, and then
Not
also
bad.
my fifth podium of the season. So it's good. Riding, I was making quite some mistakes. I didn't have the pace. Well, I had the pace, but I made too many mistakes, and then in the end, Lucas also came by and decided to, keep it on two wheels, and even made a mistake in the last lap. I stole my bike. Luckily I went back on again because I could have lost many positions there, but no, happy to get another podium, and I'm consistent at this point, so really looking forward to London next week. It's one of my favorite races, and hopefully another podium there.
And on that second moto, I mean, Roman and Lucas are running a very high pace, and I mean, I feel like for 20 minutes at least you had the pace.
Yeah.
You must have been happy with the first 20 anyway. I mean, you were holding Lucas off there and looking pretty good as well.
Yeah, at one point, I came a bit closer on the Romain, and I started to pull away a little bit from Lucas. But then, like I said, I started to make too many mistakes, and maybe my line choice wasn't that great. And when Lucas passed, I tried to follow and look for some places to get a bit more comfy, but I wasn't feeling it. It was good, but it wasn't great. But still, like I said, I'm happy to be back on the podium, and it was in the end a solid, consistent weekend again.
I guess one side of you're always happy to be in the podium, but the second part of you probably wants to close the gap a little bit to Lucas and Roman. They're running a very high pace, but I feel like you're getting closer and closer. Would that be fair?
You mean pace-wise?
Yeah, pace-wise.
Yeah, no, definitely. On some tracks it's maybe a bit less. I felt like I wasn't far off, but to ride this pace, I did too many mistakes, and I wasn't feeling so comfy. So, I mean, those guys they're fighting for a championship, so they also left nothing on the table every single moto when we're out there. So I'm just trying to keep up, and like I said, beginning of the season, the goal is still to win the GP this year, and this one I was a bit off, but there are still coming some nice races, and I believe I still have it in me to be there, and that's the goal.
And the track yesterday, I mean, it was underwater for the 65 race.
Yes.
Today I thought the track was really good considering.
Yeah.
Would you agree? And I actually thought the track prep was pretty good too in between.
I think it was quite good because it rained really hard yesterday, even during our moto, and when I watched the first moto from MX2, there were some parts dusty already, so it's kind of, it's quickly wet, but it's also quickly dry again, and even in our second moto was a bit dusty in some places, but I think the track prep was pretty good. Of course, there's a lot of racing going on during a weekend, so it's always hard to, keep a good preparation for the track, and but I think so far this weekend was good. There were some options for lines and stuff. Okay, it's always anyway difficult to pass on any kind of track, but I felt like here there were some places where you were able to pass. So I think they did a great job.
And I would say, it's a rock hard pack. Was it as hard pack as usual? And I mean, it's not a very typical Dutch style track that you grew up in, apart from you've got Lelystad now, but it feels like the Dutch guys are getting better in these conditions.
I think so. I mean, I was feeling okay. I struggled a bit on Saturday, but I actually always like to come here. It's one of the very few still kind of old school tracks, and maybe I'm old school. I'm getting old, but I always enjoy riding those natural tracks, and I always enjoy coming here.
And the big question next year, MXGP or America, or do you not care at the minute?
There's nothing sure at this point. I'm still a free agent, and we'll see what happens. If a nice opportunity will come, I will definitely take it. Where that will be, I have no idea. We'll see.
There has been some rumours you have had an offer on the table from America. I mean, is that true? Would you like to go, or would you prefer to stay in GPs, or just depend the best deal you get?
at my age, it's like I exactly know what I need, and to have fun still and to compete at the highest level, I know exactly what is needed for that, and I'm just going to check like which opportunities will come and where I have the best feeling with, and we'll see where we end up. There, you know, I've been talking US, I've been talking here with some teams, so I'm showing good things. So that is definitely positive for that. But it can also be that this is my last season. You never know.
Oh no, we can't have
you
that.
never know. I feel like I'm still fit enough to at least do another season. Especially if you look at this year, it might be my best year, even in my career. So we'll see where it ends up.
And obviously the Dutch Nations team isn't picked yet, but I mean, you're probably going to be in there, let's be honest. It would be good for you to race a Fantic in America. It would be pretty good for Fantic as well.
I think so. No new shit about destinations, but as I'm third in the championship, having 5 podiums this year, you would say that I'm going to be picked, but we'll wait and see. I'm definitely motivated to go there. I felt like the past 2 years I was in the US, I didn't perform like I should perform, and I have a really good feeling this year, so hopefully I can end this season strong and have a really nice weekend in the US.
Perfect. Always a great interview, so thank you, Glenn. Much appreciated.
You're welcome.
Thank you.